Welcome back to my channel. Again, this is Geneva in General. I am Geneva, where we talk about almost everything in general. So if you can read the title of this video, I have to do a response. I'm sorry, not a response, a breakdown and a reaction to Rick Ross's response to Drake's diss of him, along with several other people in the industry, titled "Champagne Moments." Now let's kick it off. Now, I'm not gonna break down every lyric, but just a little bit of things, because it's some things that he said in here that kind of bothered me, and it's like we're gonna have to talk about this. Now, let's kick it off. Niggas laugh until they hit with my official jab. Crack smokers in the exhaust from my pen and pad. Ghostwriters, they get to floss what you could have had. Here we go. Ghostwriters. For years, I'm pretty sure for well over a decade, Drake has been getting hit with allegation after allegation of him having ghostwriters, him getting help from various other people in the industry. And I might have to do a separate video on that entirely, because again, Drake, I don't know if I put it like this. In the world of hip hop, you have to push that pen, okay? It cannot be nobody telling your story, because again, with hip hop, what makes it very unique from other genres is from the raw streets, okay? It was the hip hop, her birth was literally, she was born and raised in the South Bronx. The people who created hip hop, those men and women, they were talking about their everyday struggles as African Americans, primarily African Americans. I know it's other people such as Puerto Ricans. We got to give them they credit for the birth and raising of hip hop in the South Bronx, along with West Indians. But overall, I think we can all agree that hip hop is an African American genre. It's an African American genre of music which was made and invented by African Americans. So again, you know, Drake having all these allegations of him for over 10 years of his career, 10 years plus, about him having ghostwriters, this and Quentin Miller that, and I believe they saying it's been rumors going on that his diss track called Push Up Drop and Give Me 50 was written by a man named Mickey Fax, another hip hop artist. They saying that Drake didn't even write that diss track. Like, it's getting too many allegations. And then on top of that, there's been a leak. Someone released Lil Yachty's reference track of Jumbotron Poppin' Shit, I believe that's what it's called, which was a track on Her Loss, which was a collaborative album with Drake and 21 Savage. And it's like, dude, how many, like, again, like, I'm a Drake fan. I love Drake and I respect Drake, but again, this is just not good on his behalf and his part, of course, because he's been being hit with all these allegations of him having ghostwriters and him having help in the industry. So again, with Champagne Moments, we have Rick Ross coming at him with the ghostwriter allegations once more. He said, "You a worker wanting a chart, don't make me laugh. Get to mine, tell me by my watch, this is a different time. Living fine, I'm getting high as your shit decline." True, I'm getting high as your shit decline. Even though Drake is a huge monster in the rap industry, but in hip hop, rap music, just in the entertainment industry altogether, he is on a decline. I believe that Drake, in my opinion, and I believe a lot of people can back me up on this or co-sign me, Drake's decline in music and his lyricism, his overall decline, I would say it began around 2018. What happened in 2018? He dropped Scorpion. Remember Scorpion? Remember the beef with Pusha T? Pusha T bullied him with the story added on of actually becoming out as a proud father and actually raising his son. All jokes aside, but again, even though that was a commercial success, like pretty much all his albums are, he had the whole world dancing with Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding in my feelings? But still, after that, it's like the lyricism. It was a part A, part B side of the song of the album Scorpion. A lot of fillers in it. I only I added only about 10 to 12 songs of that album into my workout playlist. So again, like he said, like, you know, Drake has been in a decline for some years now with his career. Overall, that pen, that lyricism is just not there. It's that hunger that he had, like all artists. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna have to do another video of this about breaking down this topic. So many artists, they have that one album, usually their first album, their debut album. After that, the music just nosedives. I'm like, why? Why can't we have consistency? How is the first album great? The second album, if they get to that, the sophomore album was kind of mediocre. Kind of like by the junior album, it's like, you know what? Just stop it. We don't want no more music from you. Let's see. You got his chorus. Oh yeah, the interlude. Here's my problem with the Champagne Moments with Rick Ross. White boy, I see you. Yeah, check. Yeah, I see you, white boy. I counted. This man called white. I'm done. I ain't gonna continue with the lyrics. Y'all heard it. My problem with this diss track is I counted 6 times. 6 times Rick Ross called Drake white boy this, white boy that. And again, like, I see both sides. Like, I like to play devil's advocate. Now, hear me out. On Rick Ross's side, this is how he's wrong. Was Drake a white boy when you was making all that music with him? When both of y'all was rising to the charts? Now I'll get it, and I'll give Drake his props. I'll give it to him. He does have that Drake stimulus package where he'll collaborate with an artist, and he gives them a boost. He gives them that look. He gives them those #1 hits in the charts. He gives them endorsement deals. He gets them money and everything else. He gets a fan base audience of his fans and just the world in general. That he gets people's eyes and attention on that new and upcoming artist or any artist at that who he decides to collab with. So when you tell me, it's so many songs they made together. Diced Pineapples, my classic when I was 15 years old, sophomore in high school, Aston Martin music. Oh my God, that song to this day just feels, smells, and tastes like summer. Top down, blasting Aston Martin music. Ain't nothing like that song. I remember I used to play that over and over again when I was a sophomore in high school. Anyways, nostalgia. What else songs they have? They was on Stay Schemin', Pop That. So when y'all was making all this music, Rick Ross, Officer Ricky, was Drake a white boy then? No, he wasn't. He was a nigga, let's be honest. He is half African-American. His father hails from, I believe, Memphis, Tennessee. Dennis Graham, his father, African-American man, very talented musically himself. That's where Drake, a lot of his talents are from his father's side, his black African-American father's side of the family. He has uncles on his father's side who are also in the music business. And then, of course, Drake's mother is a white, Jewish, blue-eyed, blonde-haired, Jewish white woman from Toronto, Canada. Drake cannot help, or he didn't have the option to choose his race or his parents' racial heritage and background, ethnic background, just like none of us could. I didn't choose to be born with an African-American mother and an African-American father. I didn't, it just happened. So again, it's like wishy-washy. It's like that friend that you have, like y'all was always cool, for years y'all was cool. But then as soon as y'all fall out, it was, oh, now you calling me names, now I'm a white boy. Even though we done made millions of dollars together, we done got hoes together, now I'm a white boy. I'm not feeling that, Rick Ross. Now, on Drake's side, though, of this, when it comes to him, I don't know if y'all see it, was a DM that he leaked of him and his mom kind of having a little, chat about what happened. He kept calling, Drake, how you gonna call Rick Ross racist for this? Now, what Rick Ross did is wrong, but it's not racist. He said, don't worry, Ma, he's a racist. He's saying that, in the Champagne Moments diss track, he kept saying that Drake got his nose done, and, you got you went and played with your nose because you're ashamed of your father's nose, the nose that your father gave you, you ran away from it. And it's like, I've looked at the video. If you just follow Drake in his career, he has had a lot of physical changes in his appearance. I remember watching him from Degrassi. He was just tall, really skinny, giraffe-ass neck, but his nose looks just the same. That nose literally stayed consistent throughout his adulthood years. If you look at all his videos and pictures, if you care that much. The only thing that changed about Drake is his weight. He got more fat and muscle, and of course his hair. Okay, if you were a Degrassi fan such as myself, you remember he had the fade. He was Jimmy, Jimmy Brooks in the wheelchair Jimmy. See, I knew Drake way back when. See, y'all met Drake in 2008 as October's very own, his first mixtape. I knew Degrassi when he was in that, I knew Drake when he was on Degrassi in that wheelchair, when he got popped, okay? That's how far of a fan, how far back I've been a fan of his. So again, I don't believe he did anything with his nose. Rick Ross is just being messy. It's like these men in hip hop these days, they're just messy. It's like, stop it. But no, I don't believe that Rick Ross, you can't call him racist for that. Drake, just stop it, okay? Just no. Calling this man a racist for that. But we have to keep it real. Drake does have, in a way, I believe he does benefit from his white Jewish heritage background. He's very ambiguous, not only in appearance, but here's the thing with Drake. This is why he has so many fans, but whether they be male, female, black, white, old, young, Asian, Puerto Rican, Spanish, speak Italian, you speak French, you speak Portuguese. You know why? Because he's not only just ambiguous in appearance, he's ambiguous with his music. What rapper was talking about single moms? What rapper was talking about his father abandoning him? And again, I know that is a very common theme in hip hop lyricism and art and rap art, but he talked about it in a way where it's like, what was that lyric, that bar he had spit in 0 to 100? He said, I've been ready since I was waiting at the house for my dad to come and get me. He ain't show up. by molested men I had to grow up. That I remember that bar hit me so hard, and so many people can relate to that bar because it hit so many of us so hard when he talks about his dad waiting for his father to come pick him up as a child, and he never showed up. How many of us out there have experienced that same thing? But I don't want to get too much far into that. But overall, again, Champagne Moments, it was a good diss track. I like the music. The music gives me funeral vibes. Like you hear the little violin. Remember, if you ever watched Game of Thrones, if you're ever a Game of Thrones fan, season 3, The Red Wedding, that violin, remember they started just eerily playing that violin at a wedding celebration? It's like, what the hell going on? Why are we playing funeral music at a wedding? We're supposed to be celebrating people, 2 people coming together as one. That's what the beat for Champagne Moments by Rick Ross reminds me of. So I love the beat. I give it overall a 4 out of 5. Just how I rated Drake's push-ups. Drop and Give Me 50 this track. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I wasn't a fan of the beat for Drake, but Champagne Moments with Rick Ross, I am a fan of the beat much more than Drake's beat that he used for push-ups. But again, calling him white boy 6+ times, and you guys should, that it's just messy drama. You need to stop. And I'm getting a FaceTime from my mom. So bye. Like, comment, share this video. Run the likes up, run the subscriptions and subscribers up, please. I'm going to try to be more consistent. Now drop a comment below and tell me what you guys think about this beef. Bye.